There's a deafening silence.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's waiting to hear me say because they know I always have those like off opinions about things. It's
Mm-hmm.
in a room full of people that like whenever I say things, it sparks a debate because some people want to play devil's advocate, but some people are literally the devil. And in this room of demons, I just say something that I know they're not ready to hear because it's so like nobody talks about it, but like it sparks a debate.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that 9/11 was really bad.
See, I see your point, but mm-hmm. Let's
There's
talk
always a
about it
but.
later.
There's always a but
There's
there,
always a
isn't it?
but.
I wonder if by the
Hmm.
end of that conversation we'll still be friends.
I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so too, but
You never know.
I can't say that I know for sure.
But
It's
as
a
long as
trajectory that our friendship has to take.
yes, but no matter what happens, I want you to know that because I knew you,
Hmm.
I have been changed. I don't know if it's for the better, but I have been changed for good.
Who can say
Yeah,
if I've been changed for the better? But I know that because I knew you, I have been changed for
for
good.
good.
Should we record?
Yeah, let's do the episode. Wow, a 9/11 and Wicked crossover. Who would have thunk it? Where can you get that? Only here.
It's Alphaba like the wizard like crashes a balloon into the twin towers to make it seem like it's Alphaba, and she's like, "That's a slave pimp."
So there's a thing that people say.
What thing do people say?
They say that if you
The price of your love is not a price that you're willing to pay.
oh, he's my dream role. Anyway, they say a thing that when you step on a crack, you break your mom's back.
And I care about mother so much,
So
and
much.
mothering is such a big part of my personality that I always skip those cracks. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you something that I forgot to say, but I didn't want to say it because then my plans would be obvious. But we were
Okay.
playing Mario Kart a bit before,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think I had the chance to do something shitty,
Okay.
and I knew that Amara was gonna do something shitty in the next round. And in my head, I looked at her and I thought in my head,
Mm-hmm.
a good way to connect people is to give them a really good enemy. My favorite is
We did end up turning on you, so
yeah.
life
No,
finds a
because she
way.
didn't do the shitty
Oh
one.
well.
My favorite is when I was about to be like really close to the star, and then
Yeah.
I picked the elevator down, and I feel her looking at me, and I'm like, "So you don't use the mirror?" And she just goes, and then you and Amela are sitting there not knowing what happened, and her and I cackling, dying.
Oh,
We just finished a huge round of Mario Party, and it's our friendship is
always rocky, but then at the end we all come together.
absolutely.
It gets intense. It gets.
It gets really like
'Cause I get enraged.
we curse each other
Like,
off.
I hope
It
your
gets
mother dies.
absolutely. It's so like it gets to a point where like if somebody hurt us, they'd be upset. It would be like
Be like, somebody step in, they're gonna kill each other.
absolutely. And then at the end, I was like, "You did good. You did good. That's
That
that
was
what you
a
did
good move. That
was
was a
good.
good move. You
Good
know,
move.
got it.
GG, GG."
Mm-hmm.
Like in chess, my favorite move that nobody talks about is choking your opponent.
Sure to win, baby.
Yeah, it's such
Oh,
an absolute, definite.
oh,
How's your week been, girl?
that has been my week. That has been my week. Well, PMS was really kicking my shit.
Let's say the most important thing first.
Hmm.
It's the last week of February.
Last
And
fucking
let's also say one thing more. People, everyone who's listening,
Hmm.
I have a message to the world
Hi,
to say right
John.
now. Hey, John. From
Hope you're doing well right now.
when you decide to like upload all of these videos, don't be so negative
Okay.
because everybody every month goes like, okay, you have a free pass on January
Mm-hmm.
because you have to spend a lot of money
Yeah, it's
in both December and January.
yeah, it's fuck. January is like 4 years
January
long, sure.
January is fucked, and I get that because
Yeah.
usually it's a money thing of like you spend a
Yeah.
lot during the first like maybe you spent money that you didn't have by the end of December for like a party, and then you don't have enough money for the next month,
Yeah.
and then
And it's so long.
it's so long, and it's like you're done with a party, and then like usually for a lot of people work piles up
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you have a
off
few
and
days
stuff.
off,
Yeah.
and then I get that. And now people are coming for February.
Leave my girl alone.
Leave February alone.
No, she's great
She's
because
very short.
she's very short. She's to the point.
Black Awareness Month.
Okay.
No, Black History
History
Month. I'm
month,
sorry.
yeah.
And
I'm aware.
I'm aware of black people. In Boston, you wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, and it's such a short month that but also me and Amra got PS5, so
Okay.
it's perfect.
Same.
But no, genuinely, every year you hear like,
Yeah.
this year was the worst. This year has been the worst. This year has been the worst.
Don't think so.
No, that's a thing that's been going on from 2015. Genuinely, I hear people like it just goes worse and worse. Honest recently sent me like a video where it's like a reel of like the worst day in 2021, or like I think it was the worst day of 2019,
Right.
and it's like sunshine and walking and shit like that. And I just answer, I was severely depressed, alcoholic, blaming you, Honest, for everything, and like ruining our friendship one moment at a time, to the point where I did need intense therapy. Now is much better.
Yeah.
Let's
Also,
not
did we all forget about COVID?
yeah.
Hello?
Let's not look at things through rose tinted glasses here.
Yeah.
I loved
And-
COVID though.
Me too.
I mean
Like, people are
loved
gonna die, but
lockdown. I loved the lockdown. I loved the lockdown. I played a lot of Persona 4. I watched all of Downton Abbey.
my thing is, we never partied more because it was you can't
Okay.
go out, so we would all just kind of hang out at one person's house.
Oh, you didn't have parents like all of my friends, like genuinely, so Amra, Hana, me, we were all like, let's not see each other at all.
Okay.
Everyone was allowed to like, no, wasn't allowed to meet each other, but it was, I don't know, like a tranquil moment of a
Yeah.
space and time. That's where I learned that my sister's fully idiotic because she was watching BoJack Horseman. If my sister ever hears this, sorry, but this is the funniest moment of my life because it's such an important episode to me, where it's like, and I've noticed, I've been there, and I see that your full attention is on the show. Because like I have a friend who didn't get it, but like she was watching it, like
Yeah, you're not scrolling.
yeah. And it's an episode of, at the beginning of the episode, the great granddaughter of
Yeah.
Mrs. Cat.
Mrs. Cat. Oh,
She has like a cat name. Mrs.
Jesus.
Cat name.
It's
It's
a P.
Princess
Carolyn.
Princess Carolyn, yeah. So Princess Carolyn's great granddaughter talks about her great grandmother.
Yeah.
Being like, and this is how she's gonna turn her life around. Like this day is important. And then in that day, Princess Carolyn has a miscarriage. She goes through everything like the worst.
Yeah.
And by half of the episode, the grandchild stops talking. But it's not a sudden thing. It's like
Yeah.
every like 5 minutes, it will be like, so, Ruthie, why is this important to the story? And then it will go back to the normal. And then through half of the episode, you don't see her at all. And then at the end of the episode, BoJack calls Princess Carolyn and goes, "What do you do when you have these like really tough days?" And she goes like, "I imagine my great granddaughter, and she's poised and clever, and she talks to the class about me, and she says that everything's gonna work out." And then BoJack, because they assumed that some people would be idiots, goes, "But it's all fake."
Yeah. It
And
didn't happen.
And she goes, "Well, it makes me feel better."
Yes.
That episode hit me like a ton of bricks. I have cried. I never experienced anything more important in my life. My sister goes, "Aw," like, because I was like, "That's a really good episode."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, maybe it just didn't hit her." A few episodes after that, she adopts a hedgehog. My sister goes, "Wasn't her great granddaughter also a cat?" And I go like, "Nudge." I was so like, I have never been more angry at her
Yeah.
in my life. I was so like, Come on.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Girl.
But no, and then also going out for the first time. I
Yeah,
mean, you
that's
did meet up people, so
yeah, I met up people, I saw people, but I mean, it was a very like, yeah, we'd see each other on the weekends, but then you didn't have school during the week, so you spent a lot of day like at home. And I loved class. I loved Zoom class. It was like it's my mom
oh
on
my
camera
God.
bringing me lunch, and I'm like, thank you. Like
You
nothing
know
is
what? You know what
happening.
I loved? At one point, I think we had a bed on the floor or whatever, and
Hmm.
we had to do like for
Gym
PE
class.
or gym
You had
class, we had
gym
to
class.
do a what's the thing? A plank.
Oh my God, you had gym class. That's so funny.
I laid on the bed and like
That's
just put my
you're like,
put my
I've been doing this for 10 minutes. I don't know why you guys are sweating.
and then I go like and then a few times I like shudder my hand
Uh-huh.
and then I go
Oh
like
God.
ugh,
Yeah.
like on the camera. It was so funny. It was the reason I passed fourth grade was because of that.
It's just,
My history teacher looked at us in the camera and he said, "Because I know everybody will be on my back if I fail people during
hmm.
this year, John will
You'll
get it, and
pass.
a few more people, right?"
Yeah.
And then because of that, he made everyone's grade go one grade up because he was like,
Had A's, you were like, I do.
"Yeah, yeah, yeah." No, it was like he was like because I don't find it fair to
Hmm.
give John a higher grade than he deserves. Now everyone who had a two will get a three, who had a three will get a four.
People should thank you for nothing.
Yeah, but the people who had fives,
Well, what do you want?
they were pissed. Um, but hey,
People
um,
who are like, what I realized really through high school, which I was very respectful of, people who genuinely have good grades because they study will never be mad at you pulling some shit because they
yeah,
don't care. They're there to learn. So they're not sitting there being like, oh, you cheated. Like, yeah, that's not fair. I don't know. I have my thing. I don't care what you do. And I was like, you
my
know
thing,
what?
I never liked anyone who made themselves a victim.
Yeah.
So like if a professor goes like you cheated, give me
Hmm.
back the test. If
Don't
you
go like my grandma died and I don't know what to
if
do.
you play stupid games, win stupid
Stupid
prizes,
prizes always.
expect stupid
Yeah.
prizes. There's a way, like there's a chance that you'll get caught,
Yeah, and
and
that's the
it's
end. And sure.
absolutely fair that you get caught.
Yeah.
If you don't get caught, good for you.
Yeah.
If you shoot an arrow and it goes real high, hooray for you.
Hooray for you.
It's
Like, hey.
no, because in college I have this girl, and she doesn't. She goes to like two classes the whole
Yeah.
year, and then she goes like, "I it was discovered that I have this like maleness and shit like that." My favorite thing, I talked to this teacher. Well, shit talked her to death, and she was like, she comes to me with like medical papers, being like, "I have this," like being like, "I have this illness," and she goes like, and the professor just goes like, "My daughter's a nurse. I
Yeah.
know what these papers are, and
Yeah.
I know that they're not a diagnosis.
Yeah.
So don't stop fooling
Don't
me."
fuck.
And then somebody who is 22 years of age had her father come to
Mhm.
the
I hate a
school
daddy's anything, but I hate a daddy's son more than a
more than a daddy's girl.
because it's like stop like because it's always once it gets to a point where it's gonna be physical, then they call their dad. Like
Yeah,
pull through. Don't
yeah,
be a bitch now. Don't be like,
yeah.
call my dad if you punch me in the face. Like no,
I'll punch your dad in the face.
fully
I'll
like
fuck
get
your
done.
dad and ruin your marriage. You know,
Yes.
like your mom. You have fun with two Eid Mubaraks for a year. um, no, my thing is, she had a dad who was supposed to go to jail. By the way, he was in jail or
Spill
whatever.
her tea.
And no, my thing is, and Nail also didn't go to school. I had my moments of not going to school, and I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't eat. I couldn't anything.
Yeah.
They go like, you didn't come, and I was like, sometimes I could. Sometimes I generally goes to the depressive episode where I couldn't. Sometimes I didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I could have. I didn't feel like it. If you want to give me the test, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you think that I'm undeserving of that, I I accept
Hmm.
that, and they would give me the test. Sure.
Yeah.
Here, they would give her the test. They would make her like have the ability to pass, but they would comment on it,
Mm-hmm.
and she would go, they said this, and
Yeah,
this.
fuck off.
My thing is, if you spend that much time in hospital, there should have been at least one near-death experience when you
Yeah,
spent.
at
Like,
least like
where's the?
come in with a broken arm.
And no, and it's also the thing of like you have to say it. Like, I appreciate people mentioning, their things.
Hmm.
I appreciate somebody going like, and I was diagnosed with this and see, like somebody goes like, oh, I really have a sweet tooth. Like, I really feel like eating something sweet, and she goes like, oh, here, because I was diagnosed with diabetes.
I have this candy bar. No, I hated that. There's always that. There's always a girl in class who always falls unconscious for some reason, right?
Oh
There's
my god.
always the like, ah, catch me, I'm falling. And Daddy was never the same after the eclipse. Like very,
The girl who screams when the lights go out.
yeah. Worse.
Um,
And my thing is, I would always like the
oh, you know
beginning.
who was that? Is Christina Aguilera.
Who?
Christina Aguilera.
Oh.
If you listen to the pod, you would know.
No, for me it was always like a girl would pull that shit like in first, oh no, první středně. And I was always the one to run to her to be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then I was just so like stupid. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
"You idiot!" Like there's nothing but a like call for.
For me, it's.
One time though, can I tell you something? I was with her. I think she went to throw up or something, and I was with, and then she like passed out.
By the way, I went through a year and a half of school with an eating disorder
Yeah.
that nobody except one dude knew about, who was constantly in the bathroom. Either
Although-
IBS or drugs. I love that guy. And he was the first time he was so like, "Are you okay?" And I'm okay. It's okay. Da, da, da. And always when I went to throw up, he would just be in the bathroom, never
Yeah.
following me. He'd already
Yeah.
be there,
Just lives there.
And at one point, he was so like, "Hey, like there, I feel like you have a problem," and I just go like, "Ah, fuck off."
Yeah.
I never went like, "I need to go throw up."
Yeah.
If
Look
you
at me.
if you use the term eating disorder, being like,
Yeah.
I have an eating disorder.
disorder.
It's as a teenager, if
Yeah.
as an adult you go like, I'm battling an eating. I was battling.
Yeah.
I'm in it again, something like that. But when you go like, I have to go vomit because I have an eating disorder. By that time, I would already be sick,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't. That's the thing. Like, I wasn't the like fingers down the throat girl, because I go in there. I look for my keys. Nothing happens. But my body just goes. You just have to. You have to vomit, and I go to vomit, and I politely excuse myself.
Can I go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
please? No, but she was in the bathroom throwing up, and then I was like with her there, and then she fainted, and like she fell into my arms, kind of, and I'm holding her, and I'm like in my head, I was like there is a 78% chance that you're faking this, but I'm holding her, and like she slips
Yeah.
out, she hit her head so hard. It wasn't that big of a
Oh my
fall,
God,
but it
oh
was
my God,
such a
did you-
like
oh
boom,
my
and I
God,
was like,
people who-
oh, maybe you're not, maybe you
who-
actually did fall.
People who hate who fake fainting are the funniest people alive. Because I mean, first, if we're gonna start with the man in the mirror.
Mhm.
I faked a stutter when I had panic attacks,
Okay.
just to be more like,
It's real.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Be more like, hey, you should care for me.
Yeah.
And at one point, I had to tell Honest like, hey,
Yeah.
that
That
I was faking, because I like when I had panic attacks, I would stutter, but it would be a thing of like, it wouldn't be a thing of like,
yeah.
but then I would do the
Yeah.
to get more attention. And I'm not saying that all stutterers are fake. What I'm gonna say about people who stutter, I have the most empathy to them now, because even I made fun of them in primary school.
Okay. I didn't.
I was trying
available.
to fit in,
Yeah.
and then everyone's making. It's not an excuse,
Yeah.
but like everyone's making fun of me, and I was like, "Ooh, that's the lower form that I can."
Yeah.
Because if you're below me,
Uh-huh.
Honey,
you're a god.
you're a goner. You're fucked.
God.
You really are fucked,
Yeah.
and it's.
For me,
And
I faked a lot of illnesses, but it was never for attention. It was to get out of shit.
Yeah.
Which
That's
I'm
what
to
you
this
are,
day,
and
I'm not.
you will own that
I
shit.
will own it. I will
No,
ride
there
it till
was
the cows.
Amina, Amra's friend, Anis's
Mhm.
ex-girlfriend, and everything. She faked everything. She
Yeah.
like. The thing is, those people. I kid you not. I'm not joking right now. She would fake fainting, and she would be, what's the word?
fetal position.
No. She's not on the.
Crouching?
She's crouching.
Uh-huh.
She's not on the floor. She is on two legs, upright,
Uh-huh.
and she would crouch,
Uh-huh.
not sitting on the floor.
And that's
She's
painful.
still on two, and she's like,
I don't know. Just
I beat
kid
her
with
up
the drama.
once.
Oh, good for you.
No, because she was like hitting people with my dad's drumstick at a party, trying to be funny,
Yeah.
and I went to the and I was taking it from her, being like, "Hey, stop!"
Yeah.
And she kept being, because she was doing it so like, "I'm so cute, I'm so cute," and I
Yeah.
go, and I kept being like, "Seriously, stop! What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then I hit her, and then she let go,
Mm.
and then then she tells the story like she did nothing wrong,
Yeah.
which I know that
Yeah, but it's
I
like,
could have handled it better.
you know.
I definitely could have handled it better,
Yeah.
but there's an undenying bad
Yeah.
thing that you did there.
Just be so annoying.
Yeah. No, hitting people.
Yeah.
And what the worst part was Anus, because when we were friends, he was like, "Oh, my arm was full of bruises because of her being like, she's the worst." Now they're friends.
Yeah.
And now when she says things about that time, he just doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. Life sucks and life's the worst, and sometimes people annoy you, and
Yeah.
it's a good reminder to be like, violence won't solve anything.
Yeah.
You'll just be end up being the bad guy, and
Yeah, it's very just move
even if
on.
it's the only justified way to counter violence is defense.
Yeah. But there are some things in my head where I'm like, I don't know, like I saw a video of there were these two women and they were
No,
arguing with this guy.
my thing is, if somebody doesn't start a fight, you need to give them a warning. Stop right now, or I
Or I
will
will hit
become
you.
physical.
Yeah. Well, there with this okay, so it was these two girls and there was a guy and they were like going back and forth. It's like I don't know what the fight was about, but they're like arguing whatever. He has one dog in his hand, another dog, tiny dog, is like next to him, like
Does he throw the
down.
dog?
No. She goes and kicks his dog.
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
that's
there
no
is
no
no
no no.
question about I
No,
will
no, no,
kill
no, no,
you.
no. That's not she. That is she
Yeah,
started
you
the
started the
physical.
fight. Yeah, because it's like I wanted to go through my phone, strangle her, like, and the fact that you're a guy, you have to not hit
Yeah.
her.
No,
I was like,
I would.
no, I'm choking you till you're
Yeah.
dead. Like there isn't a if and
No,
like I will
because I would
go
grab her
through it.
and throw her
Exactly. If
against the
there,
tree.
oh
Because
my god,
it's a like there no like
no,
there isn't like, stop or I will become physical. You have become physical,
yeah, and
and
that's
now
it.
I'm being physical
Yeah,
against you.
but that's the
Pick
worst
on
part when
somebody
it's
your
just yeah.
own size.
But if it's that kind of situation, like police would come and be like, "It's your fault because you like you hit a human. She hit an animal."
I don't
It would.
care. I would hit the policeman.
No, shut up.
No, there's
Mm,
not like a. But that's why it's good to have a big dog.
yeah,
Nobody can hit that bitch.
especially this one. This one is like nothing hurts
Also,
him.
if you hit him,
Nothing. Like there won't be like I know
checks his
so many
watch.
times I would like step on his paw like accidentally something would happen. Just stare like not a flinch, nothing.
Yeah.
I remember one time cutting his because he got so in like what's it called? Like chichaka, like
Yeah.
billions of them, and I put him in a bathtub and I had to like give him a haircut, so I just kept cutting his fur and I snipped him a little bit. Like I didn't notice until I saw blood and like didn't even flinch, didn't look, did nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, maybe he has that thing where he doesn't feel pain.
There's also no, I know. There's also that thing of like, mm, maybe at that point, because he gets very like
Yeah.
stiff
Uh-huh.
when
Maybe
he's in
he's
the
just I
bathtub.
think he's a lot like me. Like, okay, I will feel pain now. I will just accept it.
Yeah.
Like,
Any hoozles. Um. No, but with those kinds of things, like, I feel like a warning from my side would have been
yeah.
like, seriously stop around.
Yeah.
But also, I was an alcoholic, and I
Mm.
was drunk out of my mind.
Yeah.
So just another bad thing that I did, like,
Yeah.
on alcohol. So who the fuck even cares?
Yeah.
I've hurt people that I love. So like, I have
Yeah.
not never physically, but I have things, bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Bigger things to regret.
Yeah.
Um,
But hey, um, no, I hate people who aren't honest. So
Yeah.
very theatrical fake people to me
Hmm.
are the like
Lowest of the low, because they're
yeah,
not
it's
real.
yeah, like you're
They're
not
not real.
it's I keep quoting it because I really it really hit me
Yeah.
when somebody went like it's the in the background it's gas.
Yeah.
Oh, but like the profile is like I started being friends with the person. I gave a chance to the person who said I don't have any friends. They all leave me.
Yeah.
And I go, what happened? Guess
Yeah.
Mila,
Mm-hmm.
Christina Aguilera.
Regular.
Um, no, with her especially, I will never forget it because you were scared. It's an Angela Lansbury Broadway
Yeah.
performance of a person, and that's why she thought she acted good. And I
No,
can
you just lie good. There's a difference.
no, my she doesn't like it
Uh,
because she like genuinely like everything that she talks about is
yeah.
people who are so animated
Animated.
and you
Yeah.
feel that it's not real because
Yeah.
there are animated people where you really feel that
Yeah.
it's real. And with her, it's so like everything about her is fake.
It's an adaptive personality. You're putting on a show that you've seen.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. That's all your life
And
is.
then she goes like, I acted that scene so well," and I go like,
Mm-hmm.
"No, you didn't." But that's the thing. You think you because that's how you behave
Yeah.
in normal life. No, genuinely one of those people who you talk to them and like if you try and talk to them about something against them, it's
Yeah.
this face
Ooh. Yeah.
literally pouting, like visibly pouting.
Mm.
God, and I'm glad that I don't have those people in my life anymore. Every person that I have in my life now, I can talk to them being like, "Hey, you do this, and I don't
Yeah.
like that," you know. And
Yeah.
then
That's
some
great.
people who I couldn't do that to, who I don't, because sometimes it's just people's personalities that I don't like,
Yeah.
and I can't go like,
Change that.
"Hey, I don't like how much you love Wicked,"
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
shit like that. But sometimes it's a thing of like, hey, when you do this, it hurts me.
Yeah.
So, and when like with most of my friends, I can do that. But when like if you meet somebody and you have to go from the base up,
Yeah.
I had to like give up some friendships just because I'm like because guys would be nice to me,
Right.
and then we'd go out and I'd be like, we have nothing in common.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I like now I'm being like, I'm not gonna force anything
Yeah.
with anyone. If I can't talk to them, I will talk
What's
to
the
them.
point?
But it's so and it's always such a thing of like I'm bored and then I go like we have to do it again and I'm like I
Why?
don't know if you're being facetious or not,
Yeah.
but just we
Don't lie to me.
we don't have anything in
Yeah.
common. You like I like you. You're a great guy.
Yeah.
I would like lie for you in court, but like
Would I have coffee with you? Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
no, it's there's those dumb things where it's like it's not that I would never date a guy who doesn't watch The Simpsons, but I would never date a guy who doesn't get why I watch The
Yeah.
Simpsons. Because there was one guy who's so like you watch The Simpsons, like that's so weird.
Yeah.
Not even being like you're childish or whatever,
Yeah.
just being like that's so weird. Like who even?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thing of like I don't like I.
Yeah. There's
There's already
weird disconnect
too
there.
much of a like
Yeah.
a non-common ground.
Yeah. Yeah. My thing is with people, I'm very much adaptive, so I can have fun in group in a setting where it's like it's very
Oh,
different.
but then you also become a pushover, Miss Queen.
I do become a pusher, but like it's different.
No. You never like. There's never a
I'm not
thing that
pushing,
people.
but I'm talking about two different
There's
situations.
not a thing that people are like, fuck you, and you go like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that like you will feel uncomfortable in some moments, not because of specifically that they're doing something to you, but you will never be like, hey, I don't want to go out. Hey,
Yeah.
like,
No, it's more of a thing of like if I'm like I can be in a situation that I'm not in constantly or that I'm not generally enjoying, but I will always find something that I like about it.
no.
And I can like enjoy myself
You know
in
what I do in those
a lot of
moments?
different
You know what I
situations.
do in those moments? I go sleep in another room. I find something that I like. Have you noticed whenever we were at your birthday parties and there were
Yeah.
like people that I don't like, I just leave. I
So,
just go sleep somewhere, you know? Because I like it doesn't have to be fitting my plan, but if the entire energy is off,
yeah.
I'm just like, especially when people are interacting with me and they just don't get me.
Yeah.
Even if they don't dislike me, it's a thing of like we are not
Yeah, we're not.
on a level with you.
Yeah.
I remember a girl hated me because I called her out for cheating in Uno.
Very nice, stupid son of a bitch. The Mexican game.
That's unfair. I need to calm down.
I mean,
No, the thing is, I wasn't even like as a joke, like raised my voice, being like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm lying, bitch."
Yeah.
That was that voice.
Yeah.
And my thing is, she threatened me with like, "Watch out for who you talk to." And I'm like, if you know somebody important, I probably fucked him.
The way she does it. Like that's the way like another like performative thing too that people love to be like, oh, and I'm tough now. What? Do it.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed with like that. Like, ooh, get tough.
I also don't like the main sign of immaturity for me is like self-deprecating humor to like a huge extent.
I know.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it to like you want people to go, no.
Yeah.
Or you want to be the center of attention so
Yeah,
people will
no.
laugh.
You wanna for me it's usually done by pick me tomboys. There's a difference between a pick me tomboy and a normal tomboy. There
Yeah.
was a phase where people for every tomboy went like,
Yeah.
that's a pick me. How dare you?
Yeah.
But there's pick me tomboys who are so like, and I'm the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you
Kinda.
are, but
Yeah.
like not for the reason you
Mm.
think you are.
Yeah. Yeah, because people like that don't actually think that. And it's stupid, it's been done, move on.
Yeah.
You're
My
not
thing is
Shane Dawson.
my thing is genuinely like my self-deprecativeness is because for some reason in primary school there was one moment where I thought like because I thought I was like being conceited.
Hmm.
So I was like, I cannot think I'm pretty. I have to think I'm ugly.
Yeah.
And then at one point in high school, I was like, I don't think I'm ugly. I think
Yeah.
I'm beautiful. And
Yeah.
like,
Is that so bad?
yeah, there's no like
Mm.
my favorite thing is I would have never got when I was like being funny over the top, like
Hmm.
the best ever.
Yeah.
So one person was like, I don't know. There was a class, there was a Bosnian class, and the professor was like, "You gotta figure out why you love yourself so much." And I go, "I just look in the mirror." And I was so like, "Darn it, that's not what." It's like, okay, get that. It
Yeah.
was a joke. Come on. Um, but hey,
I had a phase of like self-deprecation, but it was during the time where it was just that was the lore. That's what
yeah,
you
no, there was
did,
a
and
fit.
that was
No, that's why I say like that's a very now moment of immaturity
yeah,
because like that's what we all did in high school.
yeah,
I had a genuine like, ooh, now I'm ugly.
yeah.
Ooh, but being like, right. My favorite thing that Anna Kana ever did is I'm so ugly, right?
Right. Mm.
I'm so annoying, right?
Right.
I'm so wrong, right?
Right. Ugh.
um, but no, there's a self-deprecating point of like I hate my mental state and like
Yeah.
because I was in a bad mental state.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm like, I love all parts of me.
Yes.
This is the part of me that they're never gonna ever take away from me. And I think they took it away from her.
This is the part of me.
I think that's Honest's favorite Katy Perry song, and that's so funny.
It's like,
Honest is the funniest person alive. Like when you get down to like knowing Honest,
yeah.
because like he doesn't open up to like, he's my best friend, and he doesn't open up to a lot of people. One time I had this talk with him with being like, it's so weird. Like if your future spouse doesn't like your friends that you're very close to, and he's like, what do I care? She's not gonna hang out with us.
Yeah.
So like, okay.
That please.
By the way, both of us single. But we were walking. So he's a very like he looks like a serious person. He kind of looks like a Chad, like you
Yeah.
know, like. And then he just goes like, "Donna, do you have I Will Survive on your phone?" And I start writing. He's like, "Do you have It's Raining Man?"
I love that.
Like it's so like he's never watched a Disney movie, but he goes like, "Do you have that song from Lilo and
Yeah.
Stitch?" So I don't know. One time he saw like a fly outside and it was raining, and he opened the door.
That's so
Opened
cute.
the window, like
Oh,
you know. Well, come in.
come in. That's adorable. One time I saved like a pack of baby mouse
Oh, nice.
mice It was like I don't know, like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
I swear to God, they're like the size of the tip of the
Yeah,
finger.
yeah,
Like
they're
so tiny, and it
tiny.
started raining, and I was so scared that a drop will kill it.
Yeah.
So
Did you put something over them?
I put them in a shed, inside a shed.
Okay.
So I took them all in like on a
But
lead.
was it close?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
For them.
Yeah, for the mom, yeah.
So fine.
It was just like there's like a tree, and they were
I
there,
hate
and then
myself because what if you
shed right
didn't
there.
and I just go like,
You killed them.
I wouldn't say it, but I would start the conversation
Yeah, and
and
I
then
would
you would
understand.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was
I
very
get
close.
like that, and then I'm afraid that I'm the person who's like,
Debbie Downer. Did
yeah,
you see that video, that SNL thing? It's the most viewed SNL sketch, and it's just because they all broke character. They had like back in like the 90s, they had a
yeah,
long running Debbie Downer kind of sketch where it was
yeah.
like, oh, we're all in Disneyland, we're having so much fun, and then she goes, did you hear that on this ride that we're about to go to, 10 people died the other day, and then it just goes boom, boom,
It would
right?
be very funny if like they were on Disneyland and she said that instead of like, but that's a fun fact to me more than a Debbie
Yeah.
Downer thing. People used to come to Disneyland with ashes
Oh yeah, to just
on,
spray
and there
everywhere.
was like a specific ride that they like spraying ashes on. Did you know that they had real skeletons in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride?
How do you get it?
They were cheaper than fake skeletons.
Somebody just sold skeletons, real
Yes,
humans'
real
bones.
human skeletons.
How is that legal?
I don't know. Did you know that on eBay a guy tried selling his soul, and eBay said, if souls exist,
There would be
if soul, no, they said they solved the world problem of if
uh-huh.
a soul exists. They go like, if a soul doesn't exist, you cannot sell nothing, and if a soul exists, it's a body part that you can't
Can
sell.
sell. Mm-hmm.
So like,
There you go.
covered
What will the
both
devil do?
bases.
Mm-hmm. Just it was so funny, like selling my soul, and then like just imagine like the devil in hell just scrolling like, oh, much
There's an episode in The Simpsons where like Bart sells his soul to Milhouse,
love.
but it's not like a contract. He just like here,
Yeah, here's my soul.
you know,
What was I gonna say?
Debbie
Yeah,
Downer.
what's your opinion on necrophilia?
I
You
feel
know what I mean?
no. I know
Like, it's wrong, yes.
I know exactly what you mean because if a person consents before they die, it should be okay. But I'm like, why would you ever want to?
Sure, like yeah, of course. Why
Yeah,
would you ever want to?
that's the like there should
Awful.
never be and I think that if you have that feeling that it
Yeah.
should stay in the because there's things that you're attracted to that very much stay in the fantasy realm.
Yeah.
And that it's like there is a clear like this is the fantasy
Yeah.
realm if I don't touch that, and then there's the concerning ones
Yeah,
where it's like because like furry, sure, actual animals,
yes. Yeah.
you know, and then like of course child things, and that's like like that's not even a fantasy.
Yeah, you can't even
You
teach
can't
that.
like if you feel the need to have a fantasy like that,
Yeah.
you should like go to a
The
professional.
reason I'm asking is the guy who so there's a lawyer who represented. Listen to
Let's
me.
call him W.
Kurtuna.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kurtuna.
Bogolyub Kurchina.
Kurtuna.
If his name literally translates to Bogolyub loves God, Kurchina huge dick.
Yeah, loves God, huge dick. So lawyer loves God, huge dick.
That's a lawyer in I think Tsazin Banyalu.
Yeah, it's one of our guys. Then like famous. Love
Yeah,
him.
and then you see
If
like
I ever need one, it's
ad ADV ca advocat
uh-huh.
Bogolyub Kurchina.
God.
It's a genuine thing.
And I just
And
imagine
imagine it in the
like
core, like,
Gospodine Kurchina.
Gospodine Kurchina, možete li molim vas doći?
Does that? It change your child's name anyway. This man
Like you would.
represented Osama bin Laden, right? He's that guy in America, like
Okay.
defense lawyer of the worst of the worst.
He's Sarah Paulson.
Sure. He was supposed to work on a team of people to defend
Oh
P.
yeah,
Diddy.
for Diddy, and
He said no.
he drew the line at pedophilia.
No, necrophilia.
Necrophilia. Sorry.
And it was people asked him why, and he's like, I can't say, blah blah. It will jeopardize the
Yeah.
investigation, but client privilege, blah blah blah. But he eventually was like, I can't deal with necrophilia type thing, you know. And I was like, what did this man do? Like we all know
No.
it's been
The
bad.
question is, What didn't he stand?
Because it's like, yeah, sure, you're awful. But then Osama bin Laden, and this man was like, yes, I will stand by you. Like, I will defend this man. P. Diddy comes in, and he's like,
And
too rich for my blood.
that's the question.
Can't do that.
That's the question. To Diddy or not to Diddy? That's the question. No, because there's a lot of like questions of like what your moralities and what you would do for like
Yeah.
a billion gajillion dollars. But then there's like, yeah, I would hit somebody for this money. I would do this for this money. There's like a lot of like I would be a whore for this money.
Yeah.
A lot of those. But then you have those like how much money to defend Diddy?
Yeah,
The limit does not exist.
that's the thing. At
How
some
much
point,
money
money
to
becomes
defend
worthless, and then you're
how
like,
much money to defend Elon? How much money
yeah,
to defend Trump? Like it would be a thing of like
you're
those are
jeopardizing everything you
those
are
are
for
my
what?
morals for so like if it's going being pro something that you're against.
Yeah.
Like that like this
To that
is
extent, it's like, it's
yeah.
not
I
good.
could never like it's like asking me to go straight for $1 billion.
Yeah.
I would marry a woman and
Yeah.
be upfront with her, being
Yeah,
like,
that's
"Hey,
true.
I'm a raging queen."
That's actually.
But yeah,
But no, I'm saying like you as a lawyer take on this like oath to defend and to be presented because it can't just be. I mean,
no,
it's
you
awful. Necrophilia is awful. But I'm saying like it. I don't believe it's just that.
no, but like he deserves a
Because
fair.
what's worse, pedophilia or necrophilia? Let's be real here. You're hurting an actual life.
Pedophilia is much worse.
So it's like you signed up for that, but then you heard about this, you were like, oh no,
Yeah,
like
that's
no,
like
that's not it. Like
maybe
there has
that's your
to be.
thing of like that's when it clicks.
Yeah, then when you're like,
Maybe he washed his face for the first time that evening.
yeah,
You
it's
know.
like fuck. Man.
My I don't know because there is a lawyers can deny some cases,
Yeah,
and there's probably lawyers who try and stickly go with like I represent the cases where I can trust my client.
yeah, but you have to be high class to be like, I can pick and choose what I'm gonna do and who I'm gonna.
No, I looked it up a bit. It was like if a state is like if a
You're
there's a lot
state
of
appointed.
there's a lot of state appointed lawyers,
Yeah,
and they can go like give it to somebody else.
yeah.
Like it's a thing of like
I'm just saying, like maybe sometimes fumble the bag a bit. I know you took an oath and everything, but I'm like, maybe if you.
but they're also lying under the Bible. So
Ooh,
the thing is, what will we go
you
to?
think God will be mad at you because you didn't? Because you
Actually,
didn't.
we had this conversation 16 billion times. We would do it on the Blu-ray of Wicked,
Uh-huh.
and it would work.
Yes.
It like
'Cause I
genuinely
would.
like the integ like I'm going against this
Mhm.
thing that I respect
Yeah.
to like a high
High
degree.
Yeah.
Cause like if I did it on the Bible, I'd still be like,
Sure.
If they gave me the Quran, I'd be like, this is insane.
No, couldn't be me.
I remember.
But I think that's just an American thing. Nobody else does that.
No, I don't think they do it here. I genuinely think it's
Yeah,
in America. I mean, their money has in God we trust. Do you know that that's how Santa won the trial?
God, what?
There's a movie like Miracle on Some Street,
Uh-huh.
and I think they were suing Santa Claus
Uh-huh.
or something like that.
Okay.
And then Santa sent his lawyer, or I don't know the full story. But it's like a classic movie. There's 16
Okay.
versions, but every has the same ending. He like Santa or some divine power gives him $1,
Uh-huh.
and in the dollar it says, "In God we trust." And then the lawyer goes like, if our legal system is based on a thing that we don't know if it exists, why is Santa any
Being
different?
questioned. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Patide.
And then he goes like, but there's no like grounds for like how many, because there's like a church is so widespread and everything, and there's no grounds for Santa to be considered the
It's
same
just
with God.
quantity.
No. He was like for Santa to be on the same grounds with God, and they bring in children's letters to Santa.
Oh, that's cute. I like it.
Oh, we gotta watch this movie. I saw the reel this morning. I wept. It's called like Homebound something.
Okay.
So this family moves,
Uh-huh.
and there are two dogs and the cat. go on an adventure to go to their other home. And it's a very a very cheap, cheesy movie. Like it's live action animals, and then they just have people like they walk and they go like, "You stupid cat,"
Yeah.
and the cat's like, "Don't talk to me," but it's just a cat.
Yeah.
It's like an actual cat
Yeah.
standing there. But then the last scene is I'm tearing up now. It's like they're about to have Thanksgiving dinner, and then the kid goes like, "Oh, look, there's I don't know Sparky," and then that's his favorite, and he comes in and they all hug him, and then the cat comes in and the daughter grabs the cat, and then the oldest brother goes like, "He probably didn't make it. He's too old." And then it's like the oldest dog being so like, "Oh, that's great." And he's so like, like you see that it's an old dog. I saw it this morning. And I was so, and they did the like to the last night. Oh, and then they put me that fucking scene from the Big C. Oh, it's the worst. I hate and love the Big C. It's the first season is very good because it's her not telling anybody that she has cancer, and she's being like, I don't want to just buy time. And then I think they wanted to in the second and third season portray like the mania of living that because don't go through just one. And the kid keeps being an asshole and it's just the worst. And then the fourth season is very good. It's like she's facing death. And then there's this scene of like the son keeps being bad in school. Like he's he's high school third grade.
Yeah.
Nobody listens to this knowing the sophomore freshman. Let's not kid ourselves. So he's the third year of high school, and I don't know, the whole family meets up in one day, and he goes like, "Sorry, I have to go play basketball or something." Like, and they're like, "Come on, eat breakfast with us. This is the first time my grandpa's ever here."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, sorry." And goes up. They're eating. Like you just hear him, and he runs up and she's like, "What? Where are you going?" And then it's his professor going like, "I wanted to talk to you first." And she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "As you know, there will be sophomore, like Adam's class will be sophomores next year, and sadly he won't be joining them." And she goes like, I failed as a mother. And then the dad goes like, maybe he can do something like summer school, like online courses, so he can go. And she goes like, no, he already did all that. He got all the credits to pass the year already.
Okay.
And then he walks down in his gown because he took all the credits, like he did overtime, everything, took all the classes a year in advance so he can finish school, so his mom can see him graduate. And it's for 2 seasons he was this asshole, right? And then it's like he's running up and you're like, oh, he's being ashamed.
Yeah.
And then he walks down and he's in his gown. And then he hugs his mom and she like does the like when you finish the school you like take the tassel on the hat and turn, and she does it and it's oh god. And then it's fucking Laura Linney, and I love Laura Linney. I cannot say Laura Linney without thinking of Lorelai Lynch. Do you know who Lorelai Lynch is? She has a feud with Paloma Diamond. She's from that video where it's like
people to bed.
No, it's the guy who goes like every nominee is like, and now for best actress, Paloma Diamond. The kids, and then they applaud, and she's just looking left and right, and she's like focused, and then like Lorelai Lynch in Alone and Afraid. They took us to their room. It's so funny. I love that guy. And then people are just like, Paloma Diamond was snubbed for the Oscar. Just a guy in a cheap silver wig. It's the funniest thing on planet Earth. Oh, what's the best TikTok of all time? You know what the best TikTok of all time is.
Pause.
It is that. I have an idea. So triangle, pause. So it's like, and he doesn't say anything. He just with his hand, and then he's like, four or three triangle. I don't know.
4 triangles.
Pause. So it's like, these are some brilliant ideas. Where did you get these? Cut to him in a spaceship, and the other goes like, triangle, and then pause.
The best. It will go down in history as the best TikTok ever.
It's so funny. It's on par with Frisha Wakadu. What's your favorite Vine?
um,
Mine is you are my dad. You're my dad. Boogie woogie woogie.
that's
And
my favorite line.
oh no, my favorite is hello. I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher. Um, I want a church girl who go to church and read her Bible. And then the guy went like, I want a Jewish girl who go to temple and read her Torah.
I don't know. I think Vine for me was very like I will sit down and I'll watch all. I don't think I've laughed at any of them.
Oh, really?
I've laughed at a lot of
Do
Liza
you
Koshy, but that's because I like Liza Koshy after YouTube. Like when she started making YouTube videos.
do you do people usually tell you look like Beyonce? No, people usually tell you look like Melissa.
That's yes, her.
Who the fuck is that? Me.
Me. I love her.
When they have that rat. Is it real?
Me.
I love that. I love that. I love that girl who like is just a like some girl installed like a child
Uh-huh.
installed by, and she did like, and it's a like a she took a few pictures,
Uh-huh.
and it's just gonna is he just say I'm sorry, just to look like guys, I'm gonna go to Disneyland today, so if you want to meet up, meet up.
Can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoid.
Oh my god, ring. Actually, I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids. And then and they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates.
Two guys
Sitting in a hot
hot tub
tub,
2 feet apart. 'Cause they're
5
not
feet
gay.
5 feet apart because they're not gay. Anthony Padilla made that. The guy from
It's
Smosh.
funny. David Rubin.
Ah, that was a really random period of our time. Hi, just checking up. I'm still a piece of garbage.
My thing is, do you think any of this will actually be studied someday?
I think when it comes to political things,
Yeah.
do you think the
But they're gonna have to mention like if when 100 years from now when
No,
they're
but
talking about the
'cause they're-
election between Trump and Kamala, they're gonna have to mention Brat. Like, and that's so funny.
Yeah,
to me.
but the thing is, like, maybe they won't divulge far into it because they usually have the like satirical comics in history books.
Right, but
Just checking if there's messages on my phone. Because like maybe it'll just I 100 like. Do you think that edits
yes,
from Luigi Mangione will not appear in history books?
that's what I'm saying. They have to.
They must.
Like it's on the news.
Yeah.
You know, like shit is it's. I think this is genuinely the funniest time to be alive to me because it's like.
But I think it's just because we're alive at this time.
But come on, like it's every single thing in the world is a joke. At this
No,
point,
but there's also a thing of like back in the day, it wasn't that easy to capture things. So,
Sure.
like people, you don't see the silly aspects of people in their life.
that's fine, but I'm saying it's never been this like. Even thinking of 2012, like the idea of an alien was still scary, right? And now we've gotten to a place where, like, yes, it's confirmed, and people are just sure, let's fuck
Yeah.
around with it. Who cares? Like, it's. I think like Gen Z really is the least give a fucky generation, and
Yeah,
it's everything's hilarious.
yeah. I don't know what Pokemon is, but if we can make them Pokemon go to the polls.
We're not erasing TikTok. We're gonna make it better. Tic tac toe, a winner. You know her?
I don't know her.
She's like a state, like a whatever Hillary Clinton was before she ran for Secretary of State.
Okay.
She went when the whole TikTok ban was happening. She went. We're gonna make something better. Tic tac toe, a winner. The fuck out.
I do like that. I do like that. I do like that. I have to say, I do like that. I love it in Arrested Development when that girl goes like, "I'm gonna become a Christian. Where can you buy those necklaces with a T?
Yeah,
That's a
across.
cross. A cross
Across
from
from
where?"
where?
And then she just walks
I
away.
know. Love.
That's the funniest sitcom of all time,
Yeah.
except Golden Girls.
Yeah.
But like when you think of like non-90s or like
Yeah.
non, sit like when you don't think of like
I don't
classic
think there is
sitcom.
any sitcom now that's good.
Shut the fuck up, Abbott Elementary.
Okay. No, I love it. It is
You
fun.
shut your mouth. Abbott Elementary
But do you
is
think it's ever gonna be anything like Golden Girls?
no,
That's what
but
I'm saying.
Abbott Elementary is the next Modern Family.
Okay.
100%,
Okay.
1000%. It's the first time they're getting viewership numbers like
The way
the
more,
amount of
yeah.
Modern Family got,
Okay.
and I can see it, and I like it more than Modern Family. I
Okay.
will say now, and I love Modern Family.
Yeah.
It's not better than
Say it
Golden
with my
Girls.
chest.
But
Yeah.
I think Golden Girls is like for people who love Golden Girls is untouchable.
Yeah. You're not getting away.
Yeah,
from
you'll give us something better than Golden Girls, and we're like,
No.
no,
No, it's very a culture thing though,
no,
too, because it's like you have to
no,
just
you're a gay
love.
person.
Yeah. You have to be a gay man in order to.
I picked my this year's summer destination because Anis mentioned Italy, and I was like, Sicily.
Picture it.
Sicily.
Mm.
I have a friend named Sicily. Picture it,
Sicily.
Sicily.
Take a picture.
But no, Abbott Elementary is definitely like the next Monday. It's coming and it's coming here to stay. And my favorite thing is that it's just written by some girl from BuzzFeed, like the Quinta, the show.
Yeah.
She writes the show, and she started on BuzzFeed, and that's the
I love
funniest.
people.
I loved BuzzFeed. Do you
Yeah.
remember BuzzFeed?
Remember Buzz? But
My
I was
thing-
never. But I just did a lot of quizzes, but that was it.
Oh no, I kept up with BuzzFeed.
Mhm.
All the videos. I was like, this is what gay is.
This is who I am.
This is who I am. This is my
They get me.
personality. When Chris Fleming was like, which HBO Girls character, man? I wish every time people finish one of those quizzes, they just forced open their cameras to be faced with what they are. Oh my god, let's check which type of. Oh my god. I know,
Oh, another big internet moment, the dress thing. What did you see?
Black and Blue.
You're crazy.
I was about to say something about people like you.
I'm
Right.
I'm gonna say something about people like you. You're lying, and I know it's been confirmed that it's black, but it's not.
It's but it like the
It's
dress is black.
But it's not. Like, my thing is, okay, it's black and blue.
My thing with people,
I see it when it's like,
my thing.
here's the difference.
My thing with your people. Oh, also, I love those pictures
Right.
because sometimes they would try and edit it,
Uh-huh.
and if it's not edited well enough, I just see two black and blue. My
But
thing.
do you see what I see? Like, did you ever find a picture where it's like,
I
where you
saw a
s-
picture.
yeah,
Of white
what-
girl.
what I
Like
see?
because some people do edit it like genuinely.
This is what
put
it
the
looks like.
colors on
Yeah,
the picture.
Because I've seen black and blue, but like when the original dress, it still to this day
No,
confuses the ever living shit
you're
out of me.
being funny, being like I don't get you. I hate blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. My friend Christina Aguilera genuinely got mad at people, being like, "No, you're lying."
You're lying.
It's being like you have a worse eyesight than like being like there's no way that mine is the incorrect one.
My thing was for the
Oh, I
longest
love-
time,
I love-
I did think people were lying just to be funny with it, and
Oh,
I was
do-
like, oh, that's really.
Is it Laurel or Yanni for you?
Uh-huh. And that
don't remember.
flip flop for me.
Oh, it flip flopped.
Uh-huh. But I,
I don't
think it
think.
was
I think
Laurel.
I heard Yanni.
I think for the first like a few times I heard Laurel. Okay, find the original.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wanna see it
doing.
now.
Because there's those ones where it's genuinely a thing of like, there's the one.
Sound I get. Sound weirdly, I'm like, there's difference. Like,
No. But there's a thing of like, there's one. It's a Ben 10 enemy like toy thing,
uh-huh.
and then when you read it,
Mhm.
you hear the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Green Eagle, and then it's something else. Well,
Yeah, I
with
know those.
But with Yanni and Laurel,
It's
I never
very
heard it.
yeah.
So
Laurel.
Yanni,
Laurel.
like no, like there's
Laurel.
I-
Okay, try.
no. It's like
Okay, let me-
it's okay.
No, it's Laurel.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Is there a thing like? Is there an edited like?
What do you hear?
Now it's Yanni.
No, it's plural.
Okay, now but here's like it's both,
Okay.
and now they're gonna remove the high-low
Okay.
frequencies. Okay, now they're doing just Laurel.
Plural.
Now I hear Laurel too,
Yeah.
and now they'll probably remove and have just Yanni right now.
Yanni.
Yanni.
Yeah.
This is what I just hear.
Yeah.
About if you enjoy more stuff from 2012,
Because with that one, I was very like, I understand that like
I love
frequency has always been a thing. Visuals like fuck me. Like, how do you see
yeah.
something there? And then what is color?
How do you see in my eyes? Like open doors.
It always that was another thing, the prompt thing for me. Okay, so you're looking at this color, and I'm telling you it's blue. But what if I see something completely different than you?
You know what
But
my
you,
thing with that is? You know what my proof that we all see the same thing is?
Hmm.
Is exactly the dress. Because there's a group of people who sees one, and there's a group of people who sees the other.
Right. So it's like,
So it's just about like slight differences in like the genetics of a person or something
yeah,
like that. I'm not claiming to know.
yeah,
But then like there's a group of people who are like we see the same thing, and there's a group of people who we see the same
yeah.
thing. And there's because of color theory and how it works.
It's so complicated. I don't
So
know.
I don't think that like blue is a different thing for me than it is
Yeah.
for you. I mean, it is because of emotion, but you know, I met a girl and he's still late. But I get what you mean. I had a phase with that, but I was at one moment I was like, it doesn't make sense because of color theory.
Right.
Because red is danger because it's an intense color. Because you know, like there's
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like we all recognize this one color. We see it. We understand. Like I've been told this is red.
yeah. Do you
Right.
think that because we gave it a name, we like there's a chance that
Yeah, because like
the
there are
name means a
tribes
different things?
because I've seen like if somebody I don't know. There's a tribe somewhere in Buttfuck Egypt. I'm not claiming to know
Not our town, but fuck Egypt.
somewhere. That they have 16 different shades of green, but can differentiate between like and two opposites one like blue and red type thing.
Uh-huh.
But it's a very like what you've been taught kind of a thing. So
Was it on CNN News? Don't believe it. I'm
Believe.
kidding. My genuine thought is color theory.
Right.
Because if it was so different, colors matching, people having like a lot of people having same opinions about colors matching wouldn't be a thing.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. It just makes you
My
think about
thing was
perception.
always I really wanted to see myself through other people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
To be like, because Amina goes like, John, your face. Like some people go like, I can't read you at all, and then Amina goes like, no, people just ain't looking at you.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is she asked you about like a necklace that your friend gave you that just says like, I love you 1,000
But I
times,
lost it.
and I think it's very corny, and I
Yeah.
think it's especially if a lover gives it to you. So if like it was something that your ex gave to you, I would have been like, so like first of all, why are you like keeping it,
Yeah.
and second of all, like. Well, how cheap? Like how
Yeah.
cheap of a sentiment? Because I had a friend who like, my boyfriend bought me this, and I was so like, hey. And then she was like, the second I asked that question, your face. I was so like,
Yeah.
but maybe she just notices things that other people don't with me because we're friends for like attached to the hip at some point.
You don't have a mad face
Okay.
when you're proving a point or something. When you're arguing, you go like, and like your upper lip starts to quiver a bit.
Okay.
go,
I
like-
never noticed that.
Like it's just
In which moments?
I don't know if we're like I noticed it a lot when we had the whole argument about me leaving the glass there, the water
Oh
next to the
yeah.
bed, and I was so like
And it's
it wouldn't have happened. Nothing would have, and you're like, and he went, and he could have knocked it over. He could have died. Like dramatic. So,
Because
like,
I think that's where I get mad because it's like, what do I have to do to prove to you my point? Sometimes I'm gonna get so like, I don't know, something like that would happen. I don't know. I can't tell like name specifics,
Mhm.
but she sees me and I just go like, I just hope the house burns down so she learns a lesson.
It's like, okay, my thing, okay, and also it
Let's not
happened
get
right.
into that argument again. Let's not.
Fine.
Let's agree to disagree
Sure.
and have a nice evening.
Mhm.
here.
Like, ugh,
Um, Sadly, it's not a thing that you can really Google because I think there's like a lot of
yeah.
people on different sides.
I understand it's a dangerous, like it could, something could happen, but I'm saying, like, my point was never, no, my point was it's a very low chance of anything bad happening. And also what made me so viciously angry was the fact it was literally like a few days after, like, you left the door open and he ran away. And my head was like, and not for a second did I even think to blame him for that. And he actually could have that. Yeah.
But
So like, and now you're like, and now he's throwing this at my face. So like, fine, whatever. I think it was more of that for me.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, we get weirdly like. And the fun thing about us is we never have to have a conversation about it. Like it never like passes.
No,
the thing. Yeah, and then tomorrow we'll just be like, "Hey, what up?" Close the door just to be safe. Um,
sometimes I don't know if she's knocking or if she's just like doing shit. Because I think one time it was like 1 p.m. or something, and I was
you
just
mean
sitting
1
here.
a.m.?
No, p.m. Like it
Okay.
was just a day, and I heard like a doom doom doom, and I think she was just moving shit around. So I
No,
don't.
but at this point, I bet it's probably.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't give a shit. She can go fuck herself for all I care. I finished Sex and the City.
Hey.
The last season is very not good.
Yeah.
And then I won't watch and just like that.
Okay.
This morning I went to cook myself breakfast and I
Yeah.
played the episode and I saw Brady and his girlfriend fucking and I was like
Nope.
I just so was like
Yeah.
it's not them. It's not and the thing that they for 14 times went like time we have to change for like they're expecting me to be like it's okay that you change.
Yeah.
No, it's because I don't feel like it's with your being your character.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I don't expect you to be any more like any. I don't. I'm not being like it's woke,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that you are not acting like people who grew
Yeah,
up
let's say
from
it's for me. It feels like a completely different show. It
exactly.
does. It's not them.
And
So
I just
I mean, I like the show as like as is, but I'm not being like it's Carrie and
no. My thing is I wanted to watch for Charlotte, but I also was like, no.
no, no.
The movies are great though. They're the worst thing of all time. But hey, magic of cinema, especially
Speaking of,
1941
uh,
cinema. I don't think I'll have a lot to say because I feel like it's one of those movies where I have to like watch it a few more times.
yeah,
No, I got it.
yeah,
I got it, but I feel like a lot of it will be missed on me. Like don't remember like everything
yeah,
that was important.
pivotal,
I
yeah,
remember the story, what happened in the
yeah.
story.
So we're doing Citizen Kane.
Yeah, because we're pretentious like that.
Yeah, no, I had like every now and then I'll get a kick and I'll be like, oh, I wanna watch, I wanna. So
My thing is I also like I still haven't seen Dead Poet Society.
yeah, which that's I haven't either. I want to watch it. My thing with that is like, okay,
I
we
don't
can watch it together, but then I'm like, it's gonna take you years to get there. So I'm like, maybe I should just bite the bullet.
maybe one day I'll just be like, yes,
Yeah.
let's go ahead.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, Goodwill Hunting too. I just need a Robin Williams day
Yeah,
that I'm not ready for. I need to be in a good headspace.
yeah.
Um,
But if you're good headspace and you're like, oh, I don't want to ruin it, you know. For me, it's very
no,
that. For me, it's like if I'm depressed, I might as well just
no. For me, it's a
crank
thing
it
of
up.
like, because you're not depressed, you're sad.
Yeah, well,
I'm, yeah,
fair enough.
I'm depressed,
Yeah,
and I don't want it for it to ruin my whole rest of the week.
yeah,
Because that's the thing, you know, it's the difference of getting just sad
yeah,
and then getting like depressed, like
yeah.
having depression follow you. Um, no, I was never against watching Citizen Kane. I don't. I People have this image of me that I just hate everything that's popular. No, I get pretentious.
Yeah,
I do.
you do.
And there's things like it's good to acknowledge it that
sometimes I just don't like it because I'm like, it's not supposed to be this famous.
Right.
There are movies where I'm like, it's not that it's bad and it's not that I didn't have a good time. It just does not suppose it shouldn't be this famous and this. Of course, I'm not talking about Citizen Kane.
Yeah. No.
You know, it's
There's nobody in the world who can be like, mid. Because, like,
yeah.
shut up, then.
No, that you just don't get
Yeah.
movies. You're like this, but even if you're just a person who watches a movie for the narrative and not
It's still
for
good.
the artistic expression of movies,
Yeah.
it's still an intriguing and interesting
Yeah.
story.
That's the thing. It's like, even if you're just blindly watching it as like a
Yeah, I remember my
Fight Club. You're
yeah
like,
yeah yeah.
sure. I will shut out that movie till the day I die. I will never watch it.
Absolutely. What's that movie with me? I think it's JoJo. I actually no. I'm very fair with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay.
My thing that I hate is when I explain a thing to people and they go like,
No.
"But do this," you know.
Yeah.
I go like, I cannot watch the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone recommends it to me because it's a commentary on masculinity
Uh-huh.
that I would get and those people don't get. Every single toxic man in my life was obsessed with that
Yeah.
show. They talked about it constantly to a point where they were annoying. It's me with the Lego Batman movie. And if you hate me now, I expect you to have the same visceral reaction when somebody mentions the Lego Batman
Uh-huh.
movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. It's not a thing of that I think that the show is bad. I
Right.
think it looks ugly as fuck.
Okay.
I mean, it's very well animated, but they're like, but the men are beautiful. No, they're muscly.
Yeah.
There, there's good fashion in it, but like the men look very ugly to me. But it's such a thing of homophobes watch that show, and
Mhm.
it's
Is it one of those BoJack situations where you just miss the point completely?
completely
Yeah.
yeah. That's the thing, and that's people now recommend it to me, being like, but no, like you will get it, and it's
Yeah, but I don't want to be like add to it. That's my thing too. With like whenever I say I like BoJack, and then I see other people who say like I don't know where you're at with that.
yeah. No, like I had that friend who was so like reading Batman and playing games and into sci-fi and shit
Yeah.
like that. And then I was so like, oh, we love the same media. And then he went like, yeah, and he talked about Stellar Blade, which is like a game like Bayonetta, but not. She is cunty, but like it is a bit more man-serving than Bayonetta
Yeah.
is very like for the girls and the gays,
Yeah.
you know. So I thought he was also being like, ooh, cunty, cool. And then he goes like, they're not woke. And with that, it's like, oh, we do not experience
Yeah.
the same media.
Not watch the same media, but we don't experience.
My favorite thing is when they miss the point so much when they go like the X-Men are woke now. X-Men
Even I know.
X-Men
know.
were like it's a metaphor.
For is it like AIDS? Like
There is an illness that
well, yeah.
like specifically infects mutants at one point. There's X-Men mutants and X-Men are like, and it's the most obvious, like
Yeah.
they hate you because you're different, and
Yeah.
not just for gay, but like for minorities
Yeah.
in general. So like X-Men woke.
Someone also did you see
Sex
the
and
new
the City is woke.
Oh yeah, that too.
Sex and the City,
No.
the show that says
the
that in
sky
the
is
future
blue.
everyone will be pansexual.
The new Shrek thing came out, like the visuals. Did you see the animation?
I hate the animation.
Yeah, everyone is like,
the
I hate it,
animation.
which I'm like, fair
But
enough.
but
And
people
then
going
other
like they have TikTok in it. Shrek
oh wait,
always had.
that was about to say like, oh, it's too like I hope like they're gonna do too much pop culture references. I'm like, that's what Shrek was.
Shrek was always shitting on
Totally
pop culture.
ick. Like, come on.
The second part had a Starbucks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always been that.
Far Far Away you had like the Hollywood
Yeah.
sign and everything. It's I don't know. Fucking love. I love Shrek, and but I do hate the animation.
Yeah.
I will stand with that, but like
Because it's also like, why are you ruining it now? Like, why ruin it? It's worked. Like, why make it? Why do this new thing?
yeah, and people are being so like, what? Do you just not expect the animation to? But the thing is, you're trying to make him look prettier,
Yeah.
and Shrek is not supposed to be a pretty show.
Yeah.
A pretty
Got it.
series, movies. Anyways, Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane. Yeah.
You showed it to me. It was like your fourth time watching it.
Yeah, I watched it once alone, and it
We
was
were
one of
we were
those
both
for
very
me.
pissed at each other through the show, through the movie,
Yeah.
because I kept taking the piss
Yeah,
of the
but I feel
movie.
like we were both kind of like fucking around. But I
Yeah.
would like he'd start talking like no this one, no this one. But I
No,
was doing
my
it for
thing
every
that I
word.
didn't like, and I genuinely had to be like, "Girl, calm down."
What?
You would pause and be like, "So what's about to happen?" And I would just go and I go like, "Sometimes movies speak for
Yeah.
themselves." No, because I would appreciate it if you stop the scene when it finishes and you
Uh-huh.
go like, "Ooh, I love this scene because of this, this." Like, did you
Like
notice
so
that?
2 hours from now, what's gonna happen is they're gonna take the sled. The sled is gonna burn. No, and I don't think I generally don't do that. I genuinely
No.
think
That
beer
you
makes me talkative.
usually don't.
Yeah,
Because I get upset about that. I don't
no,
mind a pause to discuss a scene that we just
that had
watched.
happened. Yes.
But you being like, so this is about to happen. And I go like, thanks. Now I'll enjoy it less. You know? So but I did enjoy Citizen Kane. I thought it would be a different story than to what it actually
Yeah.
is. I thought it would be like about an investigative reporter and that he is the main guy. I think we wouldn't know this much about Kane.
Yeah,
About Citizen.
but citizen.
It's the thing that confused me when I didn't like
Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't think that my concept was better.
Yeah.
I did expect a bit of a noir story. Daddy was the same. It's a very fast paced movie.
Yeah, you really
Everyone's
have to
talking.
constantly, and it's very fast. You have to be like and follow every fucking word.
It's because his life was so fast. But there's never a moment to rest,
Yeah.
and
So
it is a bit too much at points.
yeah.
Where we paused it and it was like 40 minutes, and I'm like, I lived 4 lifetimes. But like, I think it's just because it's such a serious movie. I compare every good movie to like Perfect Blue,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that just speaks for how much I love Perfect Blue. It's a realization that it's in
Yeah.
the top four now. Um, but it's like when I say that it felt like a long time, I'm not saying like the House of Gucci.
Yeah.
I'm saying more like
Yeah.
Perfect Blue of like so many things happen in this vacuum.
Yeah.
Wink.
Man. No, it's
Oh, by the way, do you know how like her knocking? We have a neighbor who knocks all the time. She's annoying. Do you know how you can make her knocking sound funny in your head?
huh.
Remember that scene from Sex and the City where does it with the whip? Because she does it like it sounds like she's doing it with the
Yeah.
cane. So like just imagine her being
Tuk, tuk, tuk.
laugh. It's a joke.
Joke.
Get it while it's hot.
Ugh. I get the cane one though, because it's like, okay, you're haha being funny. But then they're like, get it while it's hot. Shut up. My favorite is they're making edits now of Sex and the City from Big's POV, and they put the music, like the horror music
I
over it.
sent you that
Okay.
with the one at the end
So
where
funny.
she's so cunty.
Yeah, it's just like. Anyway, Citizen Kane. First time I watched it, I was home alone, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a night. So I watched a few like old movies, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this one. And
My funny
first
thing
of all,
now
I
is
didn't.
people are going like old movies, Scream.
Yeah, like okay. I didn't expect it like 41 type thing. You know, 1941. I was like, I thought it was like 60s or something. I don't know. So I played and I'm like, is this gonna be one of those like that it was kind of that it would be a thing of like you'll get the point at the end, but like the story's gonna be boring. I thought it was gonna be like boring, and then you'll go, ooh,
There's a thing of there's a thing.
Dobra.
That's too much.
Anyway,
Any hoozles. Huh?
I'm scratching my back.
You look like you were looking at something.
No, and then I watched it, and I was so like the entire time. As soon as it started, I was like, "Oh, this is fun." I love the way they talk. You know, transatlantic was my favorite.
Wink.
And
Hello. Let me just
Anywho, um, no, I also like it. The thing is, you have to be sometimes in the mood for old movies. What I was about to say is
Yeah.
like with culture shit, like Shakespeare and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a thing of like you do have to get accustomed to the history of it
Yeah.
being like for its time,
Yeah.
which you usually like to say. But Citizen Kane isn't that.
Yeah.
And I think the longevity of things is what I appreciate. I appreciate poetry much more than I appreciate prose from old
Yeah.
times because it still rings true to this
Yeah.
day. And the same goes with Citizen Kane. It's still a good movie. It's still a good story. But sometimes I'm afraid that those old movies will be like you have to kind of learn
Yeah.
to know about this. But there was one moment where I genuinely was thankful for you because they were like, "Those idiots, there won't be a war," and then you go like, "There was a war.
It's like also World War II.
It's World
It
War Two."
wasn't America going to war
And
with Vietnam or something. It was like so the world the war was the
it
World
wound
War
up
II.
being burning the world.
One of the burnt, yes.
No, but
Maybe a bad shape.
huh?
Maybe being burnt.
Oh no.
That's not what we mean. Um,
Um, but no, it was. You still get it, except that one thing that
the war.
you so very nicely
So,
explained
yeah.
to me, and I was genuinely like, "Thank you, I did need that."
No, but it's such a mesmerizing thing, and then everything about it, which first of all, the writing is great. I love a good concept also done well.
Mm,
It's always a good concept done poorly, which I hate.
mm.
And but
And it's
okay,
a
you go.
story that like it's not ruined by people doing the same story.
Yeah,
Because like I don't know any movie like
yeah,
that's trying to do Citizen Kane.
yeah,
Because Citizen Kane is a good story that's done better through how they filmed it and how they
yeah.
interpreted it. How
And
they,
there's some that are very like that like the movie about the horse. So you just kind of learn about as the horse goes. Right? Is that a thing? I
there's a
think
movie called War Horse.
is it where like you learn about other people through as you follow the horse.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's the only war movie I will ever
Well,
watch.
yeah. So what I'm saying is like there are still like stories like that and they're great, but I'm saying like this.
But I wouldn't say that it reminds me at all of Citizen Kane.
Okay. No, but I'm saying like the idea of like okay now we get to see a story told through something else. It's not just because you're not looking at Citizen Kane to be like okay so this is his life. It's like okay let me investigate this person's life and then you kind of go retrospectively in it. Then you as you go like you're kind of putting the pieces together too where it's like okay he'll read this
Yeah, but
thing.
other than that, there's not much to copy of Citizen Kane
Well, yeah.
story-wise. You know, it's not like let's have a slasher where the person dies in the first 5 minutes,
Yeah.
like you had in Scream.
Yeah.
Scream, there was always like, no, I'm just saying like it's usually like an indicator of a good story is no like copycats, but here
Mhm.
it's like, what do you copy? What,
Yeah, how do you
because
make this again?
the like Kane is the interesting part of it.
Yeah.
It's
And like how do you do it if you like the only way to do it is to make the exact same movie.
you know.
But
I gotta be against you a little bit. I don't like the transatlantic accents.
I love it.
It takes me a bit out.
I
I
don't,
go,
it's for me it's
I go like they're not
goes with the
people.
vibe. Oh. But then first you go from the story and
It's
the
like when
writing
you
and it's
watch like a detective story and they're like, "Tell me about it, Johnny. What are
Yeah,
you?"
I love
And I go like,
tingle in the cooch. For me personally.
"Oh, but that's when." See, I like that when there's a character
Yeah.
who's just that.
Yeah, but I feel like that was that
Yeah,
everyone.
that was a normal thing, you know. But it's a. I know that even the people didn't speak like that,
Yeah.
except like they're probably. Oh my god! Imagine the annoying people back then.
It would be me.
Oh my god.
Would be me.
Mm.
hmm But so you follow the storyline, and it's also like very like you will first he'll try to talk to the wife. She's not having it, right? His
Yeah.
ex-wife. Then he goes to this guy who worked with him for the newspaper, and then you'll see like his life from his point of view. So
Mhm.
you'll see like you won't just see like it doesn't go like okay, here's him when he was old,
It's
then
not.
here's
It's
him
not
when he was
chronological.
young.
It's not
Yeah,
like here's a kid, here's an adult, here's
yeah.
a.
It's very like okay, here's how I saw him through all these years, and then how she saw him, how Leland saw him, how like all of these people, and then you get the full picture, and you're like, oh, this was just a miserable man. And then like the whole point is like he's trying to figure out what Rosebud is. That's his dying words. What is Rosebud? And
I know what's a good thing about
nobody
Citizen
knows.
Kane? It wouldn't be ruined by modernity, because if they Googled Rosebud,
Yeah,
even if they found the sled,
yeah.
they'd be like,
They
you
wouldn't
know,
know. Yeah. So that, but then also the way it was directed for me, I think about like the second time I watched it, I paid more attention to that. And I was so like, ooh, but this thing, like there are so many moments where it's done where it's like just the tiniest of things of even her just so when towards the end when he comes to the room in front of with the wife and he's like she's being like, I don't want to do this anymore, da-da, and he just kind of stands up over her and is like, you're gonna do it, and then she
Mhm.
shuts up, and it's just like him standing over her in the shadow, falling over her. That it's like, yeah, you did that, and there is a point to why you did that, and it's
Yeah.
like a direct, like, yeah, you're just small compared to this man, or at least in his head. My favorite is the table one. Love it.
I would have really enjoyed it if somebody didn't talk about it.
So like I don't think you would miss it. I'm not like doubting you.
I don't
But
know.
even for the
That was the
slightest
worst
chance,
part of it.
the slightest chance that you might not like you might talk over it or not pay much attention to it. I'm like, oh, this is very important to me. So there's a scene. His first wife, he marries the president's niece, and they're sitting at the table. And the first time they're in love, right? So the first time that they both walk out of the room together, they sit down. They're so close to each other, right? They're sitting right next to each other, and they're talking, and they love each other, and they're happy. And as the conversations go on, you just see them kind of go separately. And now he's at one side of the table, and she's at the other side of the table, and it's like it goes from them being so close and talking to each other, and then it goes from her kind of them just sitting far apart from each other. And then the third scene is him, like you see him dressed up so like intensely, and he's almost like in the shadows in the dark, and he's just kind of staring down, and they're fighting. And then the camera pans out, and they're like so far apart, and it's
The
them
last time
reading
they
the
don't
newspaper.
fight. The last time they
Yeah,
just
it's
like
just nothing,
yeah.
and they're reading newspaper across from each other, not talking at all. Like you just that just the smallest thing of like here's the like even if they didn't talk to each other at all, you would still see like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
there's a progression.
where
You
it
don't
went to
have to
hell.
listen to the words
Yeah.
to get the story, which is what cinema is about.
Yes. Um. Also, when so he has the second wife, and he's just like, I'm gonna
Huh.
prove a point
You know,
by
he wants a
having
puff.
you. Yeah.
He wants a really, really, really.
What
So
scene is
he's
that?
like, he wants to prove a point because he doesn't want what he did just to be an affair, right? He can't have
Mhm.
that. That's bad for publicity.
Yeah.
It has to
It
be a
needs to be a
situation
marriage.
for him where it's like, yes, I did sleep with this woman and I divorced my wife, but I'm gonna marry her now because
Mhm.
I love her. And she's not just this dumb person. Like, look,
Yeah.
she's classy. She sings opera the entire time. She can't sing. She doesn't want to sing.
Everything is about him.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the main.
always his. And the only two people who call it out is Leland and
Goosehopper.
so
That's a joke from Chris Fleming, where he's like a musical theater nerd. He's like, "Did you watch the Leland and Goosehopper musical with Mimi Meeson? She's 106 and she's killing it." But Leland and his second wife.
Yeah, the only ones who ever called him on his bullshit. And I think Leland more so because he was in love with him, and her because she got it instantly, and I feel like that's why he fell in love with her in the first place. He was like, because when he talked to her the first time, it was she said, "Oh, my mother always wanted me to be an opera singer. I never wanted it. She always wanted that for me." And then she goes, "Oh, you know how moms are." And then he's like, "Yes, I do." Because his mom essentially just sold him for money.
The
So
meatballs.
they wound up.
My favorite moment, since you mentioned Leland, is I made this stark observation that it's a moment of he's very much becoming Hitler. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, not to that extent, but
yeah,
like he is becoming a larger personality than he is and shit like that. And then there was a point where everyone was smoking except Leland because he was looking at what his best friend and lover is becoming. And I talked to someone, I like, see, like, everyone's smoking except Leland. He's flaming.
There's a lot of homoerotic eroticism coming from that man, right? And he is so.
Let's
That's another thing I
let's
noticed on a second
let's
watch because I was like, this man is utterly and completely in love with him, has always been, but he hates it. He hates him because he understands him. He understands that you like even there's that moment where Kane goes like, if I didn't have all this money, I might have been a great man. You know,
yeah.
it's very that of like you've seen and when he got the newspaper and he started getting bigger and everything, even Leland looked at him and he was talking to another guy and he was being like the other guy was being like no, first Leland says all of these men used to be loyal to the Chronicle, do you think they're going to be loyal to us? And then
Yeah.
the guy goes like, well, Mr. Kane will change that.
Yeah.
And he's like, or will they change him? So it's very that like Leland sees progressively that Kane is getting worse and worse, becoming a worse person as time goes on.
Yeah.
And that's where he's like, oh, this person that I loved and cared for just ruined everything. And he's like, I want to leave. I can't stand to be near you anymore. But I think Leland is my favorite. And his second one.
I was
Kind
about to say the reporter is my favorite just to be different.
of. Just to be cool.
But no, I think the wife is a bit too much of a cliche, even for that time.
But in a way that like you would that's another thing for me. I feel like it's you would have that archetype of a person and she would just be dumb.
Hmm.
But it didn't make her dumb in this
No, I
movie.
think even for that time it was like a thing of like, let's have her be actually wise, like
I don't know. I don't think that
Leland. I think it's very much is very much more an interesting character to me than the wife, because they kind of lay it on thick with the wife.
yeah.
Like, look, she has depth. With Leland, he just feels like an actual person who has depth.
Yeah, but
I'm
with
not
her
saying
it's
that
also
I hate her. I'm just
yeah,
saying like
it's kind of
that's what's giving more points to Leland
yeah.
is that he feels like a
But
guy I
also
hooked
she
up with and talked about his ex.
yeah,
I just
she's
saw,
gay.
yeah. And the Leland, he winds up, being
Being fun.
gay.
Uh but with her I'm very like but she also had a lot of she was kind of crazy, you know.
Yeah,
Like she did have mental issues. But it
she had outbursts, and
yeah, very manicky kind of, but she also it was like
I read one thing about Citizen Kane before watching. I mean, I heard one thing about Citizen Kane. It's like the one issue of that movie is that nobody heard him say Rosebud.
correct.
And I went to the movie and with the first scene, I was like, "Oh, I remember somebody saying that," and you
Yeah.
were like, "Fuck you." But then at the end of the movie, before he enters his room to die,
Yeah,
he says Rosebud
Rosebud.
for the first time,
Yeah.
and then goes into his room and dies and says Rosebud.
Yeah. So the butler heard it.
No, there was like he did like Rosebud, and he was like a party of people.
Yeah, but I feel like he was like
No,
the
but there was
butler was
he said it in front of
yeah,
people, and then when he died, nobody said it, but like
yeah.
he said it once before. There was a big like,
Imagine he didn't imagine his actual dying words weren't Rosebud.
oh,
You know?
imagine he went like drink tickets on the Wednesday
Yeah,
free
yeah.
for people over the age of 24. Oh no, he went into his room. He said, actually, there's a cinematic parallel there.
Mm-hmm.
He might have just went.
Balenciaga. Oh. No, but it's a definite must watch. You know?
I don't know if everyone will like it. I don't think it's as universal.
I feel like it is. I feel like that's why I'm saying it. Like I think every archetype of a person would enjoy it, even if you're just, again, even if you're just watching for the sake of watching a movie randomly, you'll still be like, oh, that's cool. You know?
I'm not saying that it's just an artsy movie, like that the way it's directed is the reason why it's so world renowned even now. I mean, it probably wouldn't have the recognition that it does
Like
with
if you
like
don't like old movies, don't watch it. Like duh,
that's
you
what I
know?
mean. Like there's
Like
probably people who will be very bored with it.
yeah.
But if if you can watch an
Yeah.
old movie, because there's things like I don't care how pretentious I am. I'm not watching Charlie Chaplin. I respect him very much,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't think it's funny. I think it's charming,
Yeah, it's cute, but
but
it's
over
not.
20 minutes,
Yeah.
I'm just bored. And then
But
I
you know
feel
what's a great one?
what?
I Love Lucy. To this
Well,
day,
that has audio.
yeah. I'm just
She
saying,
talks.
like you would think that something that was funny so long ago would be lost
Yeah.
somewhat. Not at all. Like
Yeah, no,
genuinely.
there's those jokes
Really.
that like never age. Like if a lemon gets eaten by a bus, and his dad says we need to give him some lemonade. See, it's multilingual as a joke. Say eight. Say eight. On your dick, on my dick, I carry your weight. Um, but I feel like I can much more easily enjoy a drama from the olden days than I can
Yeah.
enjoy especially horror from the olden days. I said if we're gonna watch more old movies, I want to watch Alfred Hitchcock's
Yeah.
like films and like the original Nosferatu and shit like
Yeah.
that.
I'd like to.
Yeah, but like it's
Yeah.
in a
Throughout
few
time.
weeks.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like with Charlie Chaplin, I just when I get bored and I start playing on my like on my Switch,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I'm just,
I'm disappointed.
I'm the
Yeah.
worst. I'm just, But with this, with Citizen Kane, I really was enjoying it. It is too much of a movie. Like
Yeah.
like if they talked normally, it would be 6 hours.
Yeah. It was very like
Yeah, it's a bit overstimulating at
Mhm.
points. And it's very animated. There's like so many
Yeah.
like the sets are because they're drawn and then they're so huge
Yeah.
and so big and shadows carry this weight.
Yeah.
No, it was really interesting to watch a movie from that period and that it holds up.
Yeah, because it's not
Definitely.
a point of you don't have to know what happened
Yeah.
except for the war. That's about as far as your
But that was
knowledge
just
goes.
a joke, a funny joke.
But
I bet Mr. Kane will build you an own opera house. If
necessary, Kane builds an opera house, and they were fun. Like they got jokes too. Like it's really like it's kids.
but I do like I just don't have it's weird. I don't have much to say about it because I feel like everybody said everything
Yeah.
in more eloquent ways.
Yeah.
But the important thing I would say if I didn't like it, but not being like, I don't get why
Yeah.
it's the most famous movie. My thing is I have to be an Ocarina of Time defender.
Mhm.
So if there's a timeless thing,
Yeah.
I have to be like, yes, it's like The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. But no, I don't think it's a movie for its time.
Yeah. No.
I think us very like simple-minded
Mhm.
youngins from the
Youngins.
nowadays, we enjoy it.
Yeah. No, it will never be. I don't like it. By now, you would have. It
Well,
would have
it's-
faded out. Like I feel like even like 100 years from now, you'll
No,
still
but
be
it's
able to see it.
it's like it survived so long and it's in the Criterion closet.
Yeah.
So those movies are just
Yeah.
and you can't go on without them.
Yeah.
I am waiting for my thing that I always fight for with movies is that animation is important and on an equal level as.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with old movies. There's no anime, like
Yeah.
there's no animated ones, like before Snow White, obviously. But that's my thing where I hate that my persona sometimes is so silly, and then I like animated movies, and it's like, oh, of course he does. He's a man child, and I'm like, I dare one of you to watch The Iron Giant without crying,
Yeah.
without it touching your soul,
Yeah.
without. I don't care if you don't believe in souls.
Yeah.
The,
We'll do
a
something.
a robot asking a kid what a soul is, and the
Yeah.
kid like just explaining to it like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, my mom tells me this,
Yeah.
and then a robot looking up at the sky going, souls never die.
Yeah.
And you tell me your life isn't changed,
Yeah.
and that it would be better if it was live action.
How?
Oh,
Yeah.
my favorite, like they're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
For my first favorite joke was there's a scene from The Simpsons where I think Lisa does something outrageous, and
Mhm.
Marge goes,
Bart, no! And then Bart goes like, "What did I do?" And she goes like, "Sorry, of course it happened." And then they like did the announcing of the live action How to Train Your Dragon, and Marge goes like, "Disney, no!" Sorry, of course it's happened. But
They're also doing like Barney, but so stupid.
oh, it was already
Oh,
live action.
the live
Like, are they
action.
gonna get a real dinosaur?
So fucking-
No, but they released the scene, one of the most important scenes of How to Train Your Dragon when they go like, they killed hundreds of us. Well, we killed thousands of them.
Yeah.
And then somebody just saw that scene in the Twitter and was like, "Wow, I just love it when they do it with when they remake it with less emotion and less of an impact."
Yeah.
To this day, one of the best animated movies.
Mm,
That's like I feel that's also why I love Wicked so much.
mm.
On the flying scenes, you feel like you're flying.
Yeah, you're there with
Why defying gravity is so important is that when we were walking we were walking home, and I said, "Watch us diverge to to Wicked during Citizen Kane."
And here we are. Do we know us or what? Oh,
But genuinely, the thing with Citizen Kane is like I liked it, and I'm not saying it to sound smart. And I think everyone, I think there's books about why Citizen Kane is the best movie of all time.
yeah,
I'm like, sure, I get it.
yeah,
It's and there, I have nothing more to add. There's
yeah,
not, it's an impactful movie. We've been you.
yeah.
Every schmuck knows.
Agree. Kid on
Tom,
the street.
every Tom, Dick, and Stanley.
Yeah. It was weird though when I watched it. It impacted him so differently than me, and I think that's such a not in a way he didn't get it, in a way of he like
I didn't assume that you were
yeah,
saying that.
like he turned it out. Like we were done watching it, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, oh, but like I get very like with this one specifically, I get kind of like there are so many little things that are important and like da 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 da, but I'm not being like, oh, this I'm relating to
Yeah.
any of them. But he turned it out and he was like, this man, like he just kept harping in on like who he was as a person and like how much that like, oh wow, that was the thing that got him. So I'm like, okay, it's a very like it just depends on who you are, I guess.
No, because for me, I was so like, it's good.
Just good.
It's good. I'm not saying it's mid.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's good, but it didn't impact me of like, it didn't want me. It didn't make me think in a way of like, it made me think of the way it's shot.
Yeah.
It made me think of like about interesting film perspectives and
Yeah.
shit like that. The story itself, like, sure,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying it's a mediocre story, but I'm saying it didn't stick with me. It didn't. I don't want to be a better man now.
That's what I'm saying,
So
and that's what it was for him, and for me too. I was very more into like, oh wow, look at how important this thing was, and like how also the way it's shot, the way like
Yeah.
different, just generally every little aspect of it. But I was looking at it more from like an artistic point of view.
Yeah.
Like this was created and it's really well
Yeah,
made.
yeah, like I am right
Yeah.
now, where I'm like more
And
looking
that's the way it was for me with him. Was so
every millisecond of that movie is
yeah,
important and
it's important and it's
powerful,
interesting. It's
and
not
it carries weight. That's why
yeah.
it's so much because everything carries so much
Yeah.
weight.
So and I was like, oh, that's such a big that's why I love the movie, and
Yeah.
he was so like entranced by the character and like was but also there's a lot of crossovers between those two men. So
Um,
a little bit more.
I just want to watch Nosferatu.
I'd love to. I want to watch both of them.
There
but
was a project where somebody made Tim Burton's Batman into a silent movie.
okay.
Like genuinely, like it's black and
Yeah.
white, and when they talk, it's like
Yeah.
Joker, get back.
Yeah.
So good. But
Now they're talking about like being able to transfer smells.
like when you watch a movie.
Yeah. That they're like making a thing.
Do you want
make
to
it
hear the
happen.
worst thing a lot? Do you think when
Like I don't need to smell a fart. I don't care. Like
do you want to? I love that we all go to parts because listen to this. They're making a spin-off Harley Quinn comic book,
hmm
and it's her superpowers are farts. She gains the power of farts or something like that. Prepare yourself for the bad part.
Mhm.
There's going to be a special edition
Mhm.
that's scratch and sniff.
I was about to talk about scratch and sniff. Weirdly enough, when I was a kid, I thought that was magic. I thought that was there's no way.
Oh, you know what I to this day think is magic?
Huh.
Those happy birthday cards that sing.
Yeah.
That battery goes on for so long.
Also, where is it? Where's the battery?
Oh no, it's like you
can feel it.
can feel
Yeah,
it.
okay.
You can feel it. Well, no, but I think my sister had one, and like to
Yeah.
this day, you open it and it goes like
I think it's just because if you're not constantly using it.
But it's also a thing of like it's a very simple melody.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
very small and you're not constantly being like, you're not. Emma Stone
Emma
from
Stone
Easy A.
and Easy. I gotta pick up,
Thank you, Anna.
But also
I
like
have that's my biggest beef with that movie. Every time it's a YouTube short of that
Yeah.
movie, and it's always that scene. And every time it comes on for
I
the
am-
next week,
no, because you don't. Your reels and YouTube shorts don't treat you well the way they do me, because I have trained my algorithm to be kind
Uh-huh.
and nice to me.
Mhm.
Because whenever a scene from that movie appears to me, it's always her parents.
Yeah, I like that. I get that too.
My favorite scene, because there's the one, and it's overplayed, so that's why it's not my favorite anymore. It's like, I know I'm adopted.
Who told
What? Who told you?
Yeah.
We were, when a mother and a father love you like the way your mother and I used to do.
you?
But my favorite is like, a boy has come to collect you for your dowry, and she's like, oh, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love us that kind of family dynamic where like, yeah, your parents are embarrassing, but you're not embarrassed by them.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I play into it and it's fun. We have fun.
I embarrassed my mom.
Yeah.
Not in like a traditional like, oh my god, my son's gay. That's more like I go like, Mom, all my friends love you, and she's like,
Yeah.
can you stop talking about me?
I used to embarrass my mom because I would scream at her, like walking around. When I was in high school, I'd go like, "Mom!" all over town. She's like, "Don't call me mom." I don't know why.
Oh, she's an age person.
I bet she isn't though. I didn't know what that was. I think it was just she did it once as a joke, and then I kept doing it like louder, and then she was like, "Okay, now shut up, maybe."
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I'm
I get
screaming
that.
on the top of my
My
lungs.
favorite is when I started talking to her about something when we were going to like Krupa
Uh-huh.
with bikes.
Yeah.
I was like, see, Selma, being like, like everyone loves my mom so much, and she goes like, that person's looking for me.
Gotta leave.
Nobody's
Gotta
looking
go.
at her,
Yeah.
and she's like, Anna Marina Mazove.
Uh-huh.
It's the funniest thing. Funniest little thing. Pathetic little gay guy.
Pathetic little gay guy. Pathetic little gay guy.
Last night.
If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you. The party was over.
I
Have any favorite scenes?
I think the first part, because that's where I was like most impressed by how good it's shot.
Mhm.
But then I just got more and more like, okay, this is
Mm.
just like every moment's so like great and
Yeah.
carries meaning. Sure, there's no low
Why are
points,
you
like,
mad?
because I'm like, dude, like don't give me like give me a like a te mal descending the self esteem.
Let me give me a breather.
Yeah, give me a breather. Like no. I liked him dying. No, because it's so like it's from a fish lens perspective,
Yeah.
and then it's I mean from a fish lens that's like very wide,
Yeah.
and then when it falls, it's like I think rose. It looks like stop motion animation,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I like it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't take this movie seriously at all. My dad would have hated watching it with me. But my thing is like, I still appreciate the movie in all seriousness.
Yeah, but why not?
Why not have a few laughs
Yeah,
when
why
the
not
movie
do some
doesn't give
shits
us
and
any?
giggles? Yeah.
My favorite was like the whole movie. I'm just like, bro, you were like, you paused it, and I was like, Rosebud, it's like a prolapsed ass of a gay man having anal sex.
Yeah.
No, see, Leland knows it.
Leland gets it. And I'm saying, like, I don't know if anyone has made that point
What?
that they like had some
Oh,
homoeroticism.
it's probably in queer history classes.
It should be. But I don't think that was ever like mentioned about the movie. So I'm like, I don't know. But come on. I feel like now more than before you would notice it. So maybe like when you see it now. I don't even think it was intended, but I'm like it is. It's that way. Even if you but that's another thing you have to think about though. It's like you created this character, you created their dynamic like this because you've seen it
Yeah.
around you, even if you didn't know or think it had anything to do with um, being like having this attraction. What? Having this attraction to
Oh,
someone.
you're welcome with me.
It was still real back in the day, you know?
I mean, I think they really wanted to portray like the camaraderie of these two men.
Right, which okay.
No, because we're those people who are like, Glinda and Elphaba are not lesbians for each other.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not just making something gay out of everything. You know, I'm very like no, that's a story about friendship. This was gay.
Yeah, this was
This
great.
was very
But it's
gay.
also because they have transatlantic accents and they're flamboyant.
But it's not. But then I would say the same about his boss. That wasn't like
No,
it
but
was.
he wasn't flamboyant. He was excited.
But like that's. But they were all very not like very like whoop-a-doop-a-doo. But with the two
No,
of
but
them,
that's
there
the
was
thing.
a
The boss was a pushover. He was an errand boy.
yeah. But I'm saying you have. There's a very clear like connection between the two of them.
You know which movie I want to watch? Matilda.
Okay.
I've never like fully like I think I seen it as a kid and I was like, "Ooh, magical girls." It didn't have like an impact on me where I watched the whole movie, and apparently it's like very touching and emotional.
Okay.
And it was directed by Danny DeVito.
Love Danny DeVito.
He's her father in the movie.
I think here's my biggest like hear me out.
Ambra's ex-boyfriend, she used to call him Danny DeVito. The big problem was that he's gay.
Eh,
One of those like,
she is Grace. So Grace.
um, and he's one of those like, I'm not gay. Very, you know the type.
I know.
We've talked about it the other day.
I have a list of men that I've asked, "Are you a homosexual?" and they've specifically said no.
Which is why you love
And
me.
you found all of them on Grindr.
Fuck none of them. Out of respect, I have no respect for you.
Yeah.
I don't like. This is not them. I have no respect for like. You made your friends
Yeah.
go through the thing of like, guys,
Yeah.
he isn't. Like, my thing is, admit it to yourself.
Yeah. No, I understand that like with none of these men was I ever close very much. So even if you're
No,
like
but that's the thing.
picky and choosy about who you want to say it to, I'm fine with that because I'm okay with you
But
telling me you're not because I was never like we're friends. Why aren't you?
I get that, but then you hear the stories of these men generally going like, I'm like asexual.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're doing everything except gay.
Yeah. Like, what's the point then?
Yeah.
You're still there. Like,
Mm.
you're with the gang. You're in the club.
My thing is, I also don't like it when they're like too extremely like intensely extremely religious.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, I don't care how much you pick and choose. These people have wronged us,
Yeah.
and you like contributing to it as a system, not just as an individual.
That's my thing too. Like, yeah, I have respect for people who are like, I have my own connection with God, but as soon as you go like, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, you're doing it as a group thing, and the group
Not also
thing
just as
is the
like
problem.
that you go to a church or a mosque. or like
Yeah.
that you know that if they knew you, they wouldn't allow you in the place.
Yeah. So why are you here?
Yeah, like it's a thing like I don't care if you believe in Allah or God or whatever like remake of the story it is.
Yeah.
You are contributing to a system that goes against what you are.
Yeah.
That's why I also like I instantly think like, oh, he's closeted then.
Yeah.
If he's that religious, you know. But I don't know. My thing is you always see it in people when they have accepted themselves and when they haven't.
Yeah.
And I genuinely get confused. I'm like, good open.
Yeah.
I genuinely get confused because I'm like, and whenever you talk to them, even like, okay, so like a gay man that I love him as a friend and respect is Nadim. Like he, like in his, like when he was 20, came out and everything.
Yeah.
Whoever you talk to, they're like, I knew since the beginning.
Yeah.
It's never like a journey of like, ooh, I'm now finding out. Which is why I don't like coming out stories in movies.
Yeah.
It's always framed as bisexual men finding out.
Yeah.
You know, like
Always there.
they just haven't known. I get it with bi men. I kind of get it with bisexuality.
But it's also like
It
you
could,
know
it
where
could,
you're.
it could work with bisexuality.
But it's also like if it's the feeling is always there.
Yeah,
It's always been there. So it's like you've just focused on the other thing more
yeah, but
because it's normal,
yeah.
quote unquote, obviously.
No, but I'm saying I could understand. I could understand it happening with bisexuality.
Yeah.
But the gay people, everybody will be like, "When did you know?" Oh, I came out of my mom, and I didn't like that I was close to vagina.
Oh, wow.
Oh. And Nadim specifically had the situation where one of his friends in school who was nice to everybody
Mm-hmm.
when like, when are you gonna just say it?
Yeah.
And he said it in front of everybody,
Oh.
and then everybody started going like, "No, why are you being like you're like why are
You're
you
homophobic.
attacking?
Yeah.
Not homophobic because back then it was like why are you calling him gay?
Yeah.
Like why are you being mean to him?" And it's I don't get like I just didn't know that it had a name.
Yeah.
I never came out.
Yeah.
It was just a thing of like, oh, that's what gay means.
Yeah.
I just know that I had to be hush hush about it at some points.
Mhm.
But when sex was mentioned,
Yeah.
I thought that everybody meant with a guy.
Right. Yeah.
I thought that sex was an act not to be talked about,
Yeah.
not sex with a man
Yeah.
was an act not to
Yeah.
be talked about. And I thought that like weddings were just to, you know, like I thought
Conquer,
I
yeah.
was gonna marry like my family friend.
Yeah, because we're
Yeah,
here.
'cause,
Yeah.
you know, I thought it was like I thought we were in India.
Yes. There was a girl who talked about it too, where she was like, when I was, she's like bi, I think, like she does OnlyFans, but she's like a virgin. So I don't know.
Cool.
I'm in her lore, so I know random shit. Anyway, she was like, the first time I heard the word gay was with my older brother who kept doing like, that's gay, that's gay,
As an
and I,
insult.
yeah, and
That's why I get upset with like the N word and with gay as an insult because it's like I get that you don't mean it maliciously,
yeah,
but people will hear it and think that it's an insult.
yeah, but that was
Same goes with fat.
yeah, like yeah, it's real, but then like you know what's behind it and all these things. No, but she
Same
was
goes
then
with like
like,
any form of like mental illness.
yeah,
There's no way to like I've recently had a conversation with Nadine once again to mention because he's my like only new friend now, so it's like weird to see this thing that I didn't do in a while, where I would like start a friendship with somebody and like have them need to
yeah,
introduce myself. With Ahmad, I didn't have it because it just clicked instantly.
Yeah.
But having because I had like a random sad moment. And I called him and I was like, hey, it's not something that you did. It's not like I'm not being sad or anxious about you.
mm-hmm.
I am just feeling down
Yeah,
in an anxious way. And I need to talk. Then I was like, I guess I kind of want to warn you that you're friends with somebody who, and I said it in Bosnian, so, but then the words in English sound like mentally deranged.
mm-hmm.
And then it sounds like you're being attention seeking. It
Yeah.
sounds like you're being like, because I am horrendous. Because language like that
Yeah,
was used as a negative thing.
yeah,
So like somebody being like, I can say retarded because it's a medical term. It hasn't been a medical term for
For
like
a
a
long,
long
long time.
time now, and you're not
It's
using it
also
as a
like you
medical.
know what it means. You
Yeah,
know what's behind that
and
word.
you're not using it as a medical term. And even if you did, like, first of all, you should know that it's updated and it's not a medical term anymore. But then, like, when you say it, nobody in so long
Yeah,
has says it as just without any, like, you don't. The word always carries weight,
yeah,
and you want to say that somebody is dumb or something
yeah,
like that. And even the word dumb shouldn't mean like somebody not being smart shouldn't be a negative thing.
yeah,
Somebody not receiving education
yeah,
is maybe sometimes a possibility that just doesn't happen
yeah.
here. So I don't know. Words carry meaning.
Yeah, when she was talking about it, she was like, he kept saying it, he kept saying gay for like bad shit. So I, as a kid, started saying, oh, that's okay, that's okay. And one time, as a joke, I said it to my mom, and my mom was like, no, you can't. Which, by the way, Muslim, so bad, gay bad.
Yeah.
So she was like, you can't say that. Do you know what that means? And she was like, what? And she was like, it's disgusting because like it's two men being together. That's what it means, like touching. But she explained
Oh,
her
so
like
she was like, don't even use it as an insult because it's
yeah,
so
it's
bad.
so bad. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, that." And then she said, like, "Oh yeah," and instantly I went, "That's gross," because it was. But in my head, I was like, "Oh, it's two people touching each other's things,"
Yeah,
and that was
it
gross
was
to me.
sex was gross,
Yeah,
not
sex was gross to me,
homosexuality.
not the fact that it was two men doing it. And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, that makes so
No,
much sense."
like the language around it. My primary school religions teacher, so like Veronalka, which
Hmm.
fuck that. She said like about like the story of Noah's Ark, but like the Muslim version, but it's the same
Yeah,
because it's just a reboot. Um,
updated version.
yeah, she she went like it was a disgusting town where men slept with men and women slept with women.
Sodoma, Gomorrah.
Or she said the word shared beds or something like that. And I just remember so being like, "What? I sleep with my grandpa."
All the time.
Like it's
It's also like, why are you talking about that to kids?
yeah.
Like, just
I was in fifth grade,
yeah,
and you were talking about sex,
yeah.
and then you're gonna tell me that
It's
weird sexual
yeah.
preference.
It's always whenever you spin the sex in a positive way, so people, so kids aren't afraid of it, then you're a predator. But as soon as you're like, if you're
You need to
like
instill fear.
you have to instill fear, and then you have if you talk about sex as a bad thing, as this like sinful evil thing, it's so okay that you're talking about bad
Yeah,
sex, then there's no issue about
yeah,
children knowing what gay sex is. But
yeah.
as soon as like it's mentioned in positive, then it's like, no, you're ruining the
No, because even like we don't want to go like, do you want anal,
yeah,
little child? We want the world to be a more inclusive place so that you don't feel compelled to ask a young boy if he has a girlfriend
or
or a young girl if she has a boyfriend.
yeah, or to be like, why do you have two moms or whatever.
Yeah. And kids are usually the most like,
They don't give a fuck thing in the world, like that.
absolutely.
Oh, you have two moms, cool, let's
Yeah.
play.
Oh, do you have a boyfriend? Oh no, but I would rather have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Do you have a girlfriend then?
Yeah, it's
You
literally
know,
that. Okay, let's wrap it up. He needs to go.
mother of the week. We both have the same one. Three, two, one. Amira
I
Madani.
made him doing and there you go.
We went to watch Sevda. She thought she wasn't gonna like. She thought she was gonna be okay with it.
Yeah, I was like, sure, I'll
Cried
go.
her eyes out.
I did, but you know that doesn't mean anything at this point. It's just me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but no, we loved it, and we had a great experience with watching her.
I love her, and her
Oh,
voice is just the most beautiful thing I've heard.
I mean, Sevda. It's close to the opera.
Yeah, it really
Really,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's and there's so much culture. And I think for me, it evokes something in me because I really did grow up with that, like
Yeah.
intensely with it, with our culture, with our like with and it was such a moment for me to be like, oh my god, yes, my grandparents, my all
Yeah.
these things were really important. So
No, I also loved it because again, my inner, not inner Charlotte. I am Charlotte.
sure, sure.
I'm Charlotte, and it was so like it's culture. It's culture, guys. We're experiencing culture, And wish we had more chances than that. But you said it perfectly, like because there is not many opportunities to experience culture here,
We
our
appreciate it
culture.
more.
It's better than like Americans who are like,
It is.
because Americans are like, it's culture, French culture.
Yeah. But what are they gonna do? What's their culture? Go see Hamilton. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much it.
Go like be racist about Native Americans.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, bye.
boy.